Today is June 6th and I'm heading out for the first day of tree stand prep for the 2017 season. I've got a couple trees already lined up here, actually like 3 or 4 that I need to prep. These are spots that I think, given the right situation and the right wind, I could go in at least see, if not kill, a big one. Well, I'm down here looking at the tree, and that's definitely the one I want to get into. It's this hackberry tree right up here. It kind of splits into 3 trunks about, probably only about 5 feet up off the ground. But the one on the back side's fairly straight. And if I cut a couple holes out here, I should be able to shoot down here onto the corner of this field. This stand's going to kind of be out in the middle of nowhere, but it'll allow me a good visual over this whole area. And during the rut last year, I watched quite a few bucks run right by this tree. That wasn't too bad. I'm maybe about 12 feet up. Honestly, with this brush right here in between me and the field, poke a couple holes through here, I'll be sitting really good trying to shoot down to this corner. This is a cozy little tree.
Welcome to another episode of the White Knuckle Web Show. This week we introduce new team members Zach and Ben from Indiana. Setting stands and all the other work that we do during the summer is an important part of our success in the fall, which is one of the reasons we feel so compelled to bring it to you. We like to call it setting the stage.
Tonight I'm going to work on another little variation of the Hidey hole plot. I'm going to do a little different. I'm not even going to use an herbicide. I'm just going to go up there and scatter a bunch of seed, and then I'm going to try to get my lawnmower up there and mow it off high. Just kind of throw a little bit of thatch to pin that seed down against the ground, and hopefully this will at least give the deer something to munch on. Now the tricky part is going to be trying to get the lawnmower up here. Well, we got a lot of this ground down and letting some light in, and hopefully some of the seed we scattered will grow. Hey, I'm back in a little south hilltop plot that we were working on last night. Gonna do some more thinning. We're gonna take all the trees out of the middle of this, because eventually I'm either gonna plant trees or actually have a serious little food plot here. And that's how most chainsaw work goes. 1 minute of sawing, now you got an hour and a half of cleaning up.
Heading out to do some stand work today, finally. And as the theme of the summer has been, I'm just way behind on everything. So I've got trail cameras with me. I've got my my Wicked Saw Lone Wolf stand, and I'm just going to prep a bunch of trees that are going to be ready for this fall. I'm actually heading to Zach's. I'm going to pick him up. He's going to try to help me with some of the work.
It's Saturday! It's time for stand work! It's not too hot either.
I'm sweating. Does that count?
Well, I'm sweating too, but it's because we're fat.
Excited to finally get out and do some work. It's been a long summer of not doing really much related to deer at all. A lot of sweat, a lot of work today, but I'll feel a lot better once the day's over. I think this one's good as done. I like this spot. It'd be a good place to sit and watch squirrels. This branch right here was a kind of a community scrape last year. A lot of daylight pictures on it. And I'm just going to set up in the tree right over it. Right here in this little tree. There's actually an old stand in that big trunk right there. It hadn't been hunted in years. I'm going to set up right next to it and have about a 10-yard chip shot down here to the scrape. Well, ran out of steps to get up in the tree, so we're done for this one. But the shooting lane that I needed cleared is at least cleared, and I'm standing on the scrape, and my stand will be about right there. We're gonna go move a couple stands, or move a stand for Zach on one of his pieces, and make sure it's set up for a double. What I was thinking, getting to the right, on the right fork with one stand and put the other on the left. Plot here down below the house. It's kind of an L shape. Can't see much of it from right here, but I actually have beans planted in that east part. Yeah, I got a little tractor and disc. I'm gonna get this worked into shape. Got this little plot worked down pretty nice. We got a good seed bed here for our fall plot. I'm gonna probably drag it lightly once before I even put any seed on it. So that'll be the next step. Well, it's the next day. We didn't get any rain, but we're back after our fall plots. Getting the cedar stuck on the pole where they're here. This plot is about an acre and a half. I'm gonna put heavy oats, like gonna end up close to be about a bushel and a half per acre, I guess. And then I'm also gonna plant about 15 pounds of winter peas, which is one of my favorites for fall. The deer love them. Sometimes you'll swear that they didn't grow because the deer hammer them right out of the ground. And I'm going to try something new. I'm going to plant about 20 pounds of sunflowers per acre. So I found in the spring, when I plant sunflowers early, the deer just hammer them. They love them. Well, our little fall plot is pretty much done here below the house. It'll be what it is. We're hoping we get some rain, and it should turn out just fine. Got a good seed bed and plenty of seed scattered, so just wait on a rain now. Well, it's August 19th, and I'm getting ready to go out and do a little bit more work. I'm going to actually swing by two places. I'm going to go to the place where Zach and I worked a couple weekends ago, and I'm going to put out a couple cameras on some community scrapes. Go ahead and maybe rake those open, get them kind of worked up, and get those ready, because those deer should start, shedding their velvet here in the next week or two. I'm going to give you a little tour of this stand. This is looking down into the creek. And that crossing, you can see that log that runs across the creek right there. They walk across that log, and they'll give me a nice little open shot right there. And then if they get through that lane without getting shot, as the leaves come off of these branches right here, there's going to be a hole that kind of opens up down in there. Another good opening that I've got is right here over this side of the tree, and there's a hole right down there, which is about a 20-yard shot down to a scrape that's across the creek there. So this is a sweet spot. Gonna be a really comfy stand location. Okay, from here I'm gonna go, I'll probably head over to that stand that I didn't finish with Zach that one day, put the last couple steps in that tree, give you a little tour of that spot. Alright, stand number 2 for the day is done. I'm sure watching a fat sweaty guy working and out of breath is lots of fun, but I wanted to give you a quick tour of this place. This is a sweet spot, and obviously somebody else used to think so too. This apparently has been attractive to more than one hunter over the years, but the reason it caught my eye was there's a community scrape that was here last year. Let's see, right down here you can see it, and that's basically, that shot right there is the reason that I've got this stand hung here. You can see, I'll turn the camera around, you can see out there, maybe, yeah, that lane is a pipeline that runs out there, and this is kind of a corner of deer activity right here. This is where a few different things kind of come together. I could definitely see during the rut sitting here. Pulled my camera with a stick and pick on it, but I'm moving that camera over to a mock scrape. I got my mock scrape tools, stick and pick, and a rake, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a scrape kind of started over here where I had a camera last fall and had all sorts of activity, and then from here kind of play around with figuring out a stand location that would be easy to get into and offer me a good shot at a doe here in the next couple weeks. On my way out to Zach, so I'm gonna meet up with him and we're gonna go up and do a little stand work for him today. He's taken me up to one of his properties he just picked up this summer. He's pretty excited about it, and I'm pretty excited to see what it's all about. But he's got a few places picked out, and we're gonna go kind of in there and scout it, put some boots on the ground, and try to get some stand locations figured out for this fall.
Okay, so I'm thinking about a stand right over here for a northwest wind. The main length of the deeper part of the swamp runs straight back that way. Deer do cross it some, but there's really no place for them to lay. We're just trying to get basically a buffer on the downwind side of us. This timber is going to be full of deer during the late season when I'm in here hunting, so kind of want to get somewhere where you're kind of in the game, but you've got a place for your wind to go. This is a new place. This is the first stand I'm hanging in here. Like I said, this is just going to be a late season spot, but I'm pretty excited about it.
If you're wondering why we use Wicked tree gear, well, hopefully this gives you a pretty good idea. Thanks for watching this week's White Knuckle Web Show.
The Wicked Tree Gear line of saws were designed, engineered, and are produced to meet the demands of not only the serious hunter, but the professional landscaper and arborist. The Wicked Tough handsaw features a patented handle design made of cast aluminum, not plastic, and is guaranteed not to break. The entire blade lock design is made from hardened steel nuts and bolts and is literally unbreakable. The Wicked Tough saw features a comfortable rubber overmolded grip, the best cutting and toughest blades in the industry, and is the last saw you will ever have to buy. New for 2013 is the Wicked Tough pole saw. The Wicked Tough pole saw is the first pole saw to combine the best of mobility with the toughness of an arborist-style pole saw. The patent-pending design features an innovative cast aluminum head and hinge mechanism that allows for a super compact closed size, but incredible strength and stiffness when extended. The Wicked Tough Pole Saw features an 11-inch curved arborist-style blade that cuts super smooth through any type of wood at any angle. The Wicked Tough Pole Saw is available in 2 lengths, 6-foot and 12-foot. The 6-foot pole saw has an incredible 19-inch pack size and weighs a mere 2.5 pounds. The Wicked 12-foot pole saw collapses to 32 inches and is also super light at 3.8 pounds. They are made in the USA and feature a super stiff and durable pole assembly that is easy to handle and built to last. Be sure to also check out the Wicked Tree Pack, which is the only folding saw scabbard in the world, and we also have a brand new yellow-handled bone saw and lightweight sheath available for 2013. Check them out at wickedtreegear.com.